Want to make your own dog toys or accessories at home? This is the perfect opportunity to let your creativity shine while saving some money. It's not only about crafting, but also bonding with your furry friend. Stay with us and find out how to create amazing dog crafts and projects at home. Before we start, gather all the materials you will need. Let's begin with some fabric. An old blanket or t-shirt will do. A sturdy rope or a couple of old socks can also be repurposed for our DIY project. You'll also need a pair of scissors, so be sure to handle them with care. A sewing kit is essential too, especially if we're making something that requires stitching. The beauty of this project is that most of these materials can be found right at home. Once you have all these materials, you are ready to start. The first project we will tackle is the DIY dog toy. Ready to transform your old t-shirts into a new plaything for your furry friend? This DIY dog toy is not only an excellent way to recycle, but it also provides a fun and engaging activity for your pet. First, gather a couple of old t-shirts that you don't mind parting with. The more colourful, the better. You'll also need a length of strong, durable rope. Now, let's get started. First, we'll need to cut our t-shirts into strips. You don't need to be exact, but aim for a width of about 1 to 2 inches. The length should be roughly the same as your rope. Once you have your strips ready, it's time to incorporate the rope. Lay the rope down on a flat surface and arrange your t-shirt strips on either side. Remember, the idea is to braid the t-shirt strips with the rope, so keep that visual in mind. Now, take a strip from the left side and cross it over the rope to the right side. Then do the same with a strip from the right side, crossing it over to the left. Keep alternating sides, making sure to pull the strips tight each time to secure the weave. Don't worry if it looks a little messy at first. As you continue, you'll see the pattern emerge. Just keep going until you've used all your strips or reached the end of your rope. Finally, we need to secure the ends. You can do this by tying off the ends of the rope. Alternatively, if you have some extra t-shirt material, you can wrap it around the ends and secure it with a tight knot. Remember, the goal here isn't perfection. It's about creating a fun and safe toy for your pet. Feel free to get creative and add your personal touch. And there you have it, an easy and fun dog toy made right at home. Scene script. Next up, let's create a comfortable and cozy DIY dog bed. Making a DIY dog bed is a wonderful way to repurpose old pillows and fabric you may have lying around the house. Not only will it provide a comfy spot for your canine companion, but it's also easy on the wallet and eco-friendly too. Let's dive into the process. First, you'll need to gather your materials. These include a couple of old pillows, fabric of your choice, and a sewing kit. When choosing your fabric, opt for something durable and machine washable, as it will need to withstand the test of time and occasional accidents. Now let's get started. The first step is to measure your fabric. You'll want to measure a length and width that's big enough for your dog to fully stretch out on. Add an extra 6 inches to both dimensions for seam allowances and stuffing. Remember, it's always better to have too much fabric than too little. Once you've measured, it's time to cut. Use a pair of sharp scissors to cut 2 pieces of fabric to the dimensions you've just measured. These will form the top and bottom of your dog bed. Next, it's onto the sewing. If you're a sewing novice, don't worry. This step is simpler than it sounds. Place the 2 pieces of fabric together with the wrong sides facing out. Then, using your sewing kit, sew around the edges of the fabric, leaving a small gap on one side. This is where you'll insert the pillows later. When your sewing is complete, turn the fabric right side out through the small gap you left. You'll now have something that resembles a pillowcase, and it's ready to be filled. This is where your old pillows come into play. Simply stuff the pillows into the fabric case. If you want a plumper bed, feel free to add some extra stuffing. This could be more old pillows or even soft toys that your dog no longer plays with. Once you're satisfied with the stuffing, it's time to close up that gap. Sew the opening shut, ensuring you're securing the stuffing inside. Now stand back and admire your handiwork. You've just created a comfortable and cozy dog bed from scratch. It's a rewarding feeling, isn't it? Not only have you created a custom bed that your dog is sure to love, but you've also given new life to materials that would have otherwise gone unused. Remember, when it comes to DIY projects, it's all about creativity and making the most out of what you have. So don't be afraid to experiment with different fabrics, patterns and sizes for your dog bed. And just like that, You've created a cozy bed for your furry friend. Last but not least, let's make some stylish DIY dog accessories. We'll start with a simple dog bandana, which is a great way to add a touch of style to your furry friend's look. To start with the bandana, you'll need some fabric. Any fabric will do, but cotton works best as it's breathable and comfortable for your dog. Cut the fabric into a square shape. The size of the square will depend on your dog's size. For a small dog, a square of about 12 inches on each side will work, while for a larger dog, you may need to go up to 20 or even 24 inches. Once you have your square, fold it in half diagonally to form a triangle. This is the basic shape of your bandana. You can leave the edges raw for a rustic look, or hem them for a more polished finish. To put it on your dog, simply tie the ends of the triangle around their neck, making sure it's not too tight. Next, we'll move on to the leash. This is a bit more involved, but still very doable. You'll need a length of rope about 6 feet long for a standard leash. You'll also need a snap hook to attach the leash to your dog's collar. To make the leash, start by threading one end of the rope through the eye of the snap hook. Tie a secure knot to hold it in place. Next, braid the rope. This not only makes the leash stronger, but also gives it a nice, textured look. Once you've braided the entire length of the rope, tie another knot at the end to form the handle of the leash. And voila, your dog is now the most fashionable pup on the block. These simple DIY accessories are a fun and affordable way to add some personality to your dog's look. Plus, they make great gifts for fellow dog lovers. Happy crafting. So, how easy was that? Let's take a moment to recap what we've accomplished today. We began our journey with a simple yet engaging DIY dog toy. With just a few household items, we created a plaything that not only keeps our dogs entertained, but also stimulates their minds. Next, we moved on to crafting a comfortable, cozy dog bed. This project might have required a bit more effort and time, but the result, a restful haven for our four-legged friends, tailor-made to their size and preferences. Lastly, we explored the world of DIY dog accessories. From snazzy bandanas to custom-made collars, we saw how these easy-to-make items can add a dash of personality to our pet's look. Each project was a testament to the fact that creating something by hand for our furry friends isn't just fun and cost-effective, but it's also a wonderful way to express our love for them. So why not give these projects a go? Maybe even add your own creative twist to them. After all, every dog is unique, and they deserve something that's just as distinctive as they are. Remember, the best part about these DIY projects is the love and effort you put into them. Your furry friend will surely appreciate it. Until next time, happy crafting!